What up, Chris? Welcome to the show, everybody. Liana, what is going on, everybody? Live tonight for an hour. Then I gotta get my hair cut. So we're gonna make it a good show, a good tight show, but not a dirty show. Unless you want a dirty show. What is going on, Mr. Philly D? Carlo Paris. Hello. Gabriel, I'm doing good, dude. Andy. I gotta get my ducks in a row for the calls. Just try that one. Alright, I'm just sorry. I'm trying to find whom I'm supposed to call first. Alright, man, I miss... let's call this person first. Cool, everybody. What is up, David Tucky? Jeff, I'm doing good, thanks. Hey, Frank. Arundel. So if you guys want to be on the show, all you got to do is text me 619-721-3699. Marvin, if you want to be on the show, shoot me a text. All right, let's get into these calls. See what you guys, what's on your guys' mind tonight. Where's my dialer? Here we go. Here we go. Let's mute this music. Whoa, did the music even stop? Music just stopped. Here we go. What's up, random F-body? Lionel.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic...
There we go. One call that wanted to be on the show and they're not even on the show. Lionel, I know... Oh, here you are. I know you wanted to be on the show. I'm going to shoot you, call. Oh, shoot. Fat fingers. Let's get Lionel. See if Lionel wants to talk. What is a good gaming build easy to use for Cody? Ismail, you don't need a gaming build for Cody. Just... You can use almost anything. Ismail, that's a good call, though. Text me. Let's do a talk.
Hello?
Lionel, how's it going?
What's up, man? How are you?
Good, man. What's on your mind today? What do you got going on?
Oh, nothing. Just looking up at some news on the phones and stuff like that, and man, that V30 looks like a beast. What do you think about that V30?
I like it, man. I'm getting more excited the more I see it. I think I didn't really like the LG G6 a lot or the LG V20 a lot. The screens were dim and they weren't that great compared to like Samsung. But I think this is going to be the first year that they put out a phone with a screen that's very comparable to a Samsung. And then it's already their OS isn't that boggy, like it doesn't bog down the system as much as Samsung's does sometimes. So I have high hopes for this phone. It looks really, really nice. It looks good too. Like it's not even just the specs. It looks good too. So I'm really excited for it. Is it a phone you're thinking about getting or?
Well, I mean, now that I looked at that phone, man, it is hard to choose between that and then the other phones that's also coming out.
It is, man. But you're lucky you have choice though. There's a lot of choice right now for phones, or it will be a lot of choice for phones. So if you get the LG V30 right off the bat, you're going to pay top dollar. But if you wait a month or two, you can probably get a really, really nice deal on that phone.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I heard that's supposed to go down on price like after like a few months or something.
Yeah, it probably will. What about the LG V30 kind of gets you excited?
I like the fact that it's gonna have an OLED display now.
Yeah,
because I used to have the V20, and I have never, and then I didn't like that phone at all. That phone just I just went ahead and went back to my S7 Edge and then right now I paid this phone off, and then I'm just waiting to see on the upcoming devices, you know, because I've been with Samsung for a good while, and you know, it's hard for me to like choose to get out of the Samsung and try something new, and because I'm a really a no person.
Yeah.
But then again, I like big phones, you know.
So why wouldn't you get the Note 8 over the LG V30? Or maybe you will.
Well, I like the Samsung because like you could like I like their free wallpapers and the themes and stuff like that. And then I don't know, I just think that you could do a lot more than a Samsung than an LG.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion. I mean, I don't know, like, I don't know if it's I don't know if that's still the same, because you know, because the V30 looks pretty impressive, and
Right.
and then the Pixel 2 XL also it looks pretty impressive too.
Yeah, for sure.
And hopefully that has stereo speakers.
Yeah, mostly the LG V30 and the Pixel 2 XL are going to probably be almost carbon copies of each other, I would assume, because the LG is making the Pixel phone.
Mm-hmm.
So they should be very similar.
And then like, and then also like, you know, what brings, I mean, I know the battery is probably not an issue with the, you know, between the Note 8 and the S8, but you know, just a lot of people are kind of ticked off about that because the Note 8 is supposed to have like more battery, but then again, at the same time, you know,
well, I think they cut the battery out.
It could be the same, you know.
I think they cut the battery out smaller because of the S Pen. I don't think they would have any place to put the S Pen if they did it. A bigger battery, I would assume. I don't think they're making the battery smaller because they're worried that the phone's going to blow up again. I mean, it could be, but I would guess it's more because of the S Pen. It's just, you know, physically, that's why. So, all right, man. Well, I appreciate the call, and definitely we've spoken before, and hopefully we'll speak again.
Oh yeah, man. Of course, man. I really enjoy your videos and stuff like that. Are you still dealing with that cough or the cold?
Yeah, I still cough. So like sometimes, like even I put you on mute once and I coughed, but yeah, if I laugh too hard, I'll cough. Or if it's definitely lingering still.
Well, I'm glad that you feel. I'm glad that you're getting better and stuff like that, and
sure.
Hopefully,
yeah.
And I'm hoping that you go to that Essential live event.
Oh, I know. I really want to go to that. I really want to go to that. Especially because it's right up the road. It's funny. It's the same week as Samsung's thing, which I can't go to, but it's right. I mean, it's not right up the road. It's a 2-hour car drive, so I would love to go to that. So I'm hoping they'll email me back on Monday. So
cool. Oh yeah, and one more question. Aren't you like speaking with the Essential phone? Like, aren't you kind of worried that it's been like kind of like been pushing back the dates and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Aren't you like kind of like
I think
kind of worried about that?
I mean, I'm not worried about it for myself. I'm more worried. I think you. Yeah, so I'm worried about it like for them. It's not going to sell because there's too much competition, and they're going to have to rethink their strategy of if they release a second phone, they're going to have to do it on an off period of the year because no one's going to buy it. There's nobody. Yeah. Especially nowadays, like nobody's phone is like that much different versus anybody else's phone. It's like everybody has a camera, everybody has a nice processor, everybody has a nice screen. There's really not that much differentiating factors now with phones, so they're kind of commodities at this point. So it's like they have to really do something different or be really priced really well, or they have to come out during a time when people want phones but nobody else is releasing them. So they're definitely in a predicament.
Yeah, that's true.
So
yeah, hopefully, I really have high hopes with this phone, and like I said, I'm gonna wait until the the Note 8 comes out, like wait a few months and then either that or I'll probably just wait till like all the phones come out and then I'll make my choice by then.
Yeah, for sure, man. So good luck with everything. I appreciate the call, Lionel.
Oh, of course, anytime, man. Thanks,
All right,
man.
later, brother. Lionel opening the house up with a good call. All right, we're going to get into Charlie. If you guys want to talk about specific topics, sometimes it's tough for me to talk in the chat and do phone calls. So if you want to talk about a specific product like Cody, or I know someone put in there, I forget what they put, but if you want to let's do a talk, just shoot me a text and I'll call you on the phone so we can discuss.
Hello?
Mr. Charlie!
Hey!
What's up, dude?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good, man. What's going on? What's new?
Nothing much, really. I wanted to talk about the V30.
All right. What do you got?
At the beginning, I wasn't, a huge fan of LG phones ever.
Yeah.
I thought they were kind of very pricey for what you got, a little bit cheap feeling, kind of not the best displays.
Right.
But the V30 with, the camera's supposed to have a 1.6 aperture, it's going to have an awesome 6-inch display, limited bezels, all that stuff. Looks like it's going to be an awesome phone.
It does. It's going to be the first phone that they're releasing, at least in a long time that I can think of, that's going to compete with every major phone. And I don't think it has stereo speakers, but if it does, that's one thing that Samsung doesn't have. But again, I don't think it has it, so it's not really an issue. But it has everything Samsung's phones have, and even has a better aperture. So I'm excited.
And the wide-angle dual camera too is a
right. I mean, the Note will have that too, but the wide angle. But yeah, it's weird because you wouldn't think it, because LG generally their phones sell okay comparatively speaking, but they don't sell nearly as good as Samsung usually and Apple. I think this phone, as long as they market it well and people give it a chance, it could be a number. I don't think it'll outsell Samsung, but it could be a very solid number 3 at the stores.
Yeah.
Which is exciting.
Yeah, I didn't think I would be looking forward to it, but then I saw the leaked pictures and like the camera details, and that phone kind of got me excited.
Did you see the I put the story up the other day. I don't know if you watch my news every day, but the Joseph Gordon-Levitt, he has his own channel.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, so they already have the phone. It's already, they're putting it to use. So it's awesome, man. That phone, I hope LG sent me the LG G6 for free. And I really hope they sent me the LG V30 because I don't want to have to buy 3, 4 phones. I don't even need 3 phones, but it'd be nice if they send that to me. That way I can test it out. I hope so.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome looking. But then so it's not going to be that far off of the Note 8. It's not going to be that far after the
it'll be a couple weeks, or not. I think it's like a week or two. 10 days or something. Yeah. What's one thing that you think that the LG V30, based off what we think we know, what is something that you think could really make it compete with Samsung? Or do you think it will automatically? What's one thing physically about it or inside?
Definitely them upgrading to OLED. In the display department.
Yep.
Is definitely going to help. Because, LG, like you said, with the display, it's not bright at all.
Yeah.
It's very dim, kind of. Like, it's a 1440p on the G6, but it's definitely not the impression you get when you look at, like, the Infinity display on the S8.
Yeah, it doesn't...
You're just like, wow.
Yeah, I agree. But if there's any company that can compete with Samsung with screens without buying it directly from Samsung, it's LG. They're the only other company that makes... I mean, I guess Sharp makes screens, but I don't even think they can compete with Samsung. Samsung's number 1 in screens, and this could be the first time LG really put Samsung to the test for best screen on the market today.
So. And they could rival them for best camera now.
They could because they have the dual camera. You're right, and the f1.6 aperture, so they should have good low light shooting. It's got everything. Again, it would be nice to get the stereo speakers. It's not a deal breaker, but it has every. I mean, people are probably going to complain it doesn't have 6 gigabytes of RAM, but I don't think it will need it. So it's going to be a knockout. I'm guessing if I had to guess. So you got anything else, Charlie?
Yeah. Well, I just a little more about the V30. About Samsung. I've been called a Samsung fanboy many times, but the thing about Samsung is they're a little too overhyped, and there's a lot of good phones that aren't Samsung that don't sell well just because they don't have the Samsung logo on them.
Yep. Well, you think about the market, especially in America, people only buy iPhones and Samsung phones. If you ask anybody, they only have one of those two phones, especially if they. And it seems mostly it's starting to get even. I feel like, but for a while there, it seemed like only people had iPhones. Now it's kind of like, oh, I got a Samsung. So at least Samsung can compete with Apple in sales at this point in America, just one-on-one. But I don't know I don't know personally anybody in my life that's close to me that has an LG phone. Everybody either has
me neither.
Everyone either has a Samsung phone, an iPhone, or a Pixel. And then people that only have Pixels are because I showed them my Pixel and they fell in love with it. They didn't. Otherwise, they would have never got it. So
yeah.
Pixel's the other phone. Pixel's a phone that I think if people got it for a week, they'd fall in love with it. But they're not going to try it because they're like, "What the hell's a Pixel? I'm not going to buy that." So it's tough.
Right.
It's definitely tough for these companies.
It had probably the best camera out of any phone last year. Yeah, and it was kind of overlooked still.
I agree. I love that camera. Now, when I compare it to some of the phones now, I'm like, eh. But it's definitely holds up still. It's a good solid camera. So yeah. What else you got, Charlie? Is there anything else?
Well, that's about it.
All right, man. Appreciate it, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Mr. Charlie on the board. All right, guys. Let's get into it. You want to pick up a shirt? I got shirts listed in the description down below. It's a way to support what I do. Patreon, another way. That is going to give you a little monthly thing. I do giveaways on Patreon. So one of my guys gets a giveaway every single month. I send him something out. He doesn't know what I'm sending him, but I send him something that I either reviewed or got from a company, and I ship it out to him for free. So check out my Patreon link. An amazing way to support the show. Or Superchat. Superchat will push you to the front of the line. I got a lot of callers, so if you want to be supporting the show and move to the front of the line, Superchat is a fantastic way. I got another Michigan caller right here. I'm going to call Connor. We got a lot of people in Michigan. It's interesting. I don't know how. I don't know why, but I do. I think he wants to talk LG V30, by the way. What up, Duke? I know, guys. Let's get me to 30,000 subscribers. Almost there.
Hello?
Hey, Connor. It's Greg. How's it going?
Good. You?
Good, man. What's on your mind?
Well, I have the LG V20, and what I've seen with me is that, recently I've seen how some of the Samsung Galaxy S8s are having an issue with the burning screen. The V20 is also having an issue. And I personally messaged LG about the V30 and asking them if they would take my feedback, and they said yes, we would. We'll create your own personal profile and send your feedback directly to our developers.
So, wait, so you're having did you say you guys are having a issue with the main screen? Is that what you said?
Yep. My screen will do like a yellowish tinge for a good hour or two, and my bar, my notification bar will also ghost a lot. And I'll see it across Netflix, not really YouTube, but Netflix or the home screen, some apps. I'll see it go across, and I tried taking a screenshot to see if it was hardware. It's not. It's the actual screen burning.
That's weird.
I've bought 15 products from Best Buy that have been all manufacturer defected, and this is another one.
Wow, like for the same phone or same company or just different devices?
Different companies. I bought an Astros A50s. They were broken out of the box, wouldn't even work. I bought an Xbox One, broke within the first week. I bought a BenQ a bum monitor, had a bunch of scratches all over this thing, and then I recently, when I went to buy my V20, I look in the drawer at Best Buy, and they had a bunch of smashed-in phone boxes, and they're selling them to people.
Wow, that's crazy, man. I've actually I've had pretty good luck with buying devices, from Amazon, Best Buy, anywhere. Like I haven't really had to return anything, but that's pretty crazy. Does that make you not want to buy another LG device, or you don't really care?
I'm want to go to the V30, like I said, because I messaged LG and they wanted to take my feedback. They said they created my own profile with the developers and they showed the developers my feedback.
That's crazy. So are they gonna?
I had an issue giving them my feedback because their email service doesn't let you reply to them, even though it should let you.
Yeah.
There's a glitch with it right now.
So are they gonna? Why can't they just replace your phone?
They can, but I have to pay a $30 fee, and then I have to pay a $50 fee into the advance. And then once I get the phone, I get my $50 refunded from Best Buy, and then I have to pay another $30 towards Verizon.
What the hell? Even though it's a manufacturer defect?
Because I've had it for 3 months, and this LCD is already burning.
Wow, that's awful, man. That would make me probably not want to go to that manufacturer again. But I mean, if you really like, LG devices, then all the power to you.
Well, I've tried Samsung. I've played around a little bit with the Pixel, and I've had the G5. Like I had the G5 for a week. I didn't like it. It was annoying to me.
Yeah.
I've gone to the stores and played with the Samsung Galaxy. I've played around with the newer iPhones and stuff.
Weird.
I was Xbox ambassador for a few and a preview member. I was like one of the top 1,000s of the people.
Yeah.
And I moved away from Xbox because they never really did anything. All they had was issues after issues after issues. I'm like, yeah, no, thank you. And then you have Samsung. They have durability issues. You have LG. I would say they more have software issues off and on. Like the V20, they always never updated the thing, and I can see that gremlins with my phone.
Yeah.
I can see where there's glitches.
Dang.
They never updated it.
I know. I usually don't keep when I get a phone. Like I change a lot now that I kind of like make videos and stuff. But like even slightly before, I only do like I probably keep a phone for a few months and I get rid of it. The longest I'll keep a phone is probably 6 months to 8 months. But I usually switch in between every few months. So.
My LG Stylo, I only kept that thing for like 6 months, and I got rid of it.
Oh yeah, but that's not a flagship phone though. The Stylo, is it? No.
Yeah. Well, I went from the LG Leon LTE, then I went to the LG Stylo, then I went to the G5, kept that thing for like a day or like a week or so, then went to the V20.
Man.
So I quite literally climbed the tier of LG.
Right. You got anything else, Connor?
One thing I can say really is if you're going to be going with the V30,
yeah,
I would recommend asking Best Buy, if you're buying from them, like my phone's unlocked, to ask them to directly ship it from the company to you, because I've had so many products damaged.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's funny. I haven't had any issues
never seen
like
many
that.
Products damaged.
I've never had issues like that, but thank God. So watch it happen now when I get my next phone. Because I like buying through Best Buy because they give me $25 for every device I get through them, and then they also usually have just good little add-ons for free. So I usually get it through Best Buy.
Yeah, well, like with like my V20, that's another issue I have is my battery will get really hot to the point where you don't want to touch it.
Yeah.
And that's what concerns me because it just now started recently doing it. It keeps getting hotter and hotter and hotter. I'm like, if this explodes, I'm not gonna be happy.
Well, all right, Connor. I'm scared.
The battery will heat up so much you can feel it through the screen.
I'm scared to keep talking to you because I feel like your bad phone mojo is going to leech onto me, and now my phones are going to act up.
I don't know.
All right.
All these companies are just trying to output phones, and they're not doing a good job of quality control.
Yeah. Well, all right, man. I
think LG's running into the issue now.
Well, we'll see with the V30, and I appreciate your call, dude. All right, later,
You're
bro.
welcome.
All right, later. Talk to you soon.
Later. Have a good one.
All right, he's having bad luck. Man, I don't like that. I want the guy to have good luck. Phones to me are generally quite reliable, more so than a lot of other electronics. But Hey, what do I know? But the Duke, he said, let's get ready to Greggles! Five time. Beast. Thank you so much, brother. Look at him popping the cherry for tonight, dropping off a nickel. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you so much, dude. What are you guys saying here? Because he doesn't give it a break. That's why he gets hot. All right, let's give the next caller. This guy didn't even put his name. He just said he wants to talk. He just said he wants to be on the show. Let's see what 908. You're next if you're listening. Elkrine? How do you spell that name? Elkarine? Elkarine. Elkarine. Let's see if they pick up. They're probably like, who is this? I'm not going to answer. One more ring and I'm hanging up. 908. You lost it. You're out. You're out of here. All right, let's call 313. This is Marvin. Every time I think about the name Marvin, I think Back to the Future. Who's with me? Does that reference bring any memories for you guys? It's your cousin.
Hello.
It's your cousin Marvin. Hey, Marvin.
What's up?
Do you remember Back to the Future, dude? Did you ever see that movie?
Yeah, I remember that.
Do you remember the Marvin thing when the band when they're playing with Michael J. Fox and then they're like, we have this new sound, and they was like talking to his cousin Marvin. I think it was Marvin. No, maybe it was. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing it. What's up, dude?
What's going on, man?
What's on your mind?
I've been trying to get through for a minute.
Oh, sorry, man. What's going on? What is on your mind?
Nothing. I'm actually at work right now. I work for Domino's driving.
Oh, nice,
so
dude.
I'm in the car waiting on my delivery. So I decided,
So do you have a
come
do you have a
and text you?
Do you have a pizza next to you right now or no?
I don't.
Oh, okay. What was
Not right now.
What
I'm
was
waiting,
the last
I'm waiting for a delivery to come out?
What was the last delivery you made? Like what kind of pizza?
Let me see. I got it right here. It was 2 pizzas. One was pepperoni and sausage. The other one was pepperoni and black olive.
Ooh, what do you think the most popular topping pizza you deliver is?
Pepperoni.
100%. What was I going to ask you? What state are you in? Where's 313?
That's Detroit.
Oh, Detroit.
But I live in Ann Arbor. I used to live in Detroit.
Oh, but it's still the same state, Michigan.
Right, Michigan. Yep,
Okay,
Michigan.
cool, man. So what's on your mind? What do you want to talk about?
Man, I'm ready for this note to come out, man.
You want?
I've been waiting for it so long.
What do you got now?
I had the Note 7, but I had to give it up.
Yeah.
So I was like, I was gonna get the Samsung 8, but I was like, I'm gonna wait for the next Note. So I've been waiting for a long time. I have a Samsung S5.
You have the S5 right now? I've been
holding on to this for a long time.
Oh my god, dude, that's old as shit.
Yeah, it's like a dinosaur, man.
Yeah.
It moves so slow. So I'm well due for upgrade.
Does it have Does it have Android 7 or Android 6 on there? Do you know?
I think it's 6.
6.
Yeah, it's horrible, man. I'm so ready for upgrade.
That's funny, man. So what are you getting excited about the Note 8 for? Like, what do you want? Is it because it has the beautiful screen, the camera, everything? What is it?
Probably the screen, because I love my Note 7, and I was gonna keep it, and but when they had made the battery go down to 50%, then that's when I gave it up. So probably the screen, because I love my screen on the Note 7, and then the camera looked like it's gonna be real good, so I can't wait for that either.
Okay, that's cool, man. What is there anything about the Note 8 that we know so far, or we think we know? Is there something like you wish it had, or do you want would you rather have a flat screen? Like, what would you? Anything you'd like to change about it?
No, I mean I like the curved screen. I could really do without the fingerprint scanner.
Oh,
because I didn't even use it with my old phone with the 7. I don't even use it with this phone, with my 5, so I can really do without. But if it was under screen, that would have been pretty cool.
Well, this is in the past, the Samsung fingerprint sensors haven't been that accurate. This one is accurate. It's just not in a great location, but it definitely is pretty accurate, which is nice.
Yeah, I've maybe used it like for a day.
Yeah,
and that was it.
So how do you unlock
your phone? I really
put
locks on my phone.
Oh, you don't put locks, really?
No, I don't. I really don't.
Man, what if your girlfriend or the girl you're dating grabs your phone and sees you talking to another girl, dude? What do you do?
I mean, I'm married, so it's no secret. So it's like, hey, she ain't got a lock on her phone. I ain't got a lock on mine.
What phone does your wife
so
have?
I'm not. What phone? She got iPhone.
So do you try to bring her over to the dark side to Android?
Yeah, we battle all the time. We be talking smack to each other all the time. Like I got the best phone and she got the best phone. Well, she got the best phone now because I got this old dinosaur.
Does she upgrade? I guess you don't because you kind of have an old phone. Maybe you do, but do you upgrade every year or no?
I used to, but I've been trying to do like maybe every year and a half, 2 years maybe.
Okay.
But yeah, more than likely every year, more than likely, yeah. So because I had what did I have at first? I had a LG G2X for a long, long time ago.
Man,
and then I got the Samsung S3. And then I got the S5, and then I got the Note 7. So that was no. The first phone I had was a My Touch.
Oh man, that's
that's
T-Mobile, ago. Right?
Yeah, T-Mobile, the My Touch Slide with the keyboard. That was the very first smartphone I had.
Are you still with T-Mobile?
Yep, still with T-Mobile. Actually, I didn't have T-Mobile. I had Simple Mobile.
Oh, okay. Before they became
I had refused to go with a carrier.
Yeah. So
until T-Mobile had made theirs uncarrier carrier.
So what do you stay with T-Mobile for versus going to like another carrier, say AT&T or Verizon? Because like for me, I don't consider T-Mobile having that great a network, especially in San Diego. It's okay, but it definitely has some places it's not so good.
I mean, like I said, T-Mobile has been pretty good to me. I haven't really had any complaints about it. And it's cheaper. I pay $100 for unlimited everything for both phones.
Yeah, it's cheap, yeah.
So it's been really convenient for me. So
that's cool.
I guess I refuse to get in the plan. I guess I'm in a plan with the phones, but I guess I refuse to get in the plan because I don't be wanting no special fees or anything like that.
Yeah, yeah. You got
to pop up.
Is there anything else you wanted to talk about? Anything else you wanted to say?
No, I'm just waiting for this new phone. Oh, I did want to ask about the Pixel. Yeah, I've been hearing you talking about the Pixel be up there. I heard you repping it up real big. Mm-hmm. So, is the Pixel really that good? Because I almost got it, but until I saw it, I don't like the way it looked.
I love it, man. I mean,
that's the only thing.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going from, I mean, it depends why you like Samsung. Like, I like phones personally because I like them to be like. I fell in love with iPhone first, so when I had an iPhone, iPhones were like amazing. Everything was easy to use. Everything's fast. Now, most Android phones, I'm not confused by Android phones. Don't get me wrong, but Android phones can be complicated. Android phones can have too much, and Pixel phone to me is like what the iPhone would be if it was Android. It's really fast. Yeah. It's simple. It's elegant. The software, anyway, is the hardware is not that pretty. I agree with you, but I'm not. Right. You're just looking at the screen more or less, and you can barely see the bezels when you have when they're black because you have a black screen. So it's like I don't even notice it I'm not even using a Pixel right now. Right now, I'm using an HTC U11. But it's funny when I hold my Pixel and I hold my HTC U11, the Pixel feels like so clunky right now. It feels really square, feels really big.
Yeah.
But the HTC U11 feels amazing in my hand. It feels really modern.
Is it pretty smooth, like as far as the software and everything? Because
which phone?
Because my phone that I got now is the phone you got now that you're using.
Yeah, so
your daily driver. Right now.
HTC U11 is, I would have to say, the fastest phone I've ever used.
Wow.
It's
because the phone I got now, the Samsung 5, man, it lags so much, man.
Dude, if you played with an HTC U11 for a day, every other phone to you would feel slow. It's so fast. It's so smooth. The only thing is they need to update their camera software. That gets a little laggy because they have it's kind of buggy a little bit. But other than that, it's friggin' awesome, dude. And they're putting 2 updates out that are rolling out right now. They're doing 1080p 60 frames a second for video, which is, you're going to say, big deal. Samsung already has it out of the box, but whatever. And then they're also pushing an update out for Bluetooth 5. So they do timely updates. It's fast. I know you're not going to buy it because you're going to get a Note, but it's an amazing phone. I love it. I'm so glad I got it. So glad.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. That's cool. But like I said, I've been listening to you since the whole Note 7 fiasco.
Oh yeah.
And you was always almost one of the first people to put stuff out. So I've been rocking with you since then.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. That's awesome. I know I get a lot. It's funny. I got a lot of people following me during that time. So that's cool.
Yeah, because I was trying to figure out what was going on my phone. I was like, man, I'm so mad about this. When I went back to my my old phone, I was like, man, this is not gonna work.
Yeah, it's funny. Back then, it's like when all that stuff started happening, it was like I would have one story one day, and then I would think that would be the biggest news for that phone in a long time. The very next day, it'd be something even bigger and crazier going on. So it was kind of, I mean, it's exciting for me to be able to talk about it because it's good for the channel, but it was crazy for Samsung.
Right.
I thought it would hurt Samsung more than it did, but it did not at all. I feel like it only made them bigger.
Right.
Yeah, man.
So what's the newer news for the Note? Do you have any other stories that's jumping off the shelves?
Not really. There's not really.
We know everything pretty much.
Pretty much, man. We know the specs. We know the price. We know what it's going to look like. There's not really anything new about it.
Right.
I mean, occasionally there'll be little stuff that comes out, but if it does, I usually talk about it. But yeah, nothing groundbreaking. So.
All right,
man. You got anything else?
I'm gonna let you get to the next caller. I'm about to go on get this pizza so I can deliver it real quick.
All right, man. Thanks, and keep up the good work with Domino's.
All
right, later, brother.
Oh yeah, appreciate it, man.
All right, later, dude.
Yep.
Cool, man. I like hearing that. It's cool to hear how you guys found out the channel. I like that. It's cool. I have trouble. Bixby. I got to push the envelope here. I got my haircut somewhat soon. You guys are going to see me on the news tomorrow with a new haircut. I have a cool video coming out tomorrow morning. I think it's cool anyway. It's about the Galaxy Note 8. So hopefully you guys like it. Definitely check it out for sure.
Hello?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Did you miss me?
Yeah.
You don't call me anymore.
It's been a while. You haven't put up your show.
I did the other day, and you weren't there, I don't think.
I did. I came in late, that's why.
Whatever. You don't care about me.
Oh, whatever. I do. I'm watching the show right now.
Oh, so what's going on? What do you want to talk about? The iPhone 8?
Yeah, so did you hear any good news recently about the iPhone 8?
Yeah, it's boring and it's ugly. That's what I heard about it. No, not really. What I talked about yesterday that they're gonna be able to like hide the home button, the on-screen home button. I have a dummy iPhone 8 and it feels really small. I don't know if you saw that video I made, but yeah, I have a little dummy iPhone 8 that a company sent me, and it feels really, really small.
Uh-huh.
So to me, I mean, it doesn't. It's nice to have a small phone, but It feels a little bit too small.
Yeah,
you might like it though. Are you gonna get it, or are you gonna stick with the iPhone 7?
I don't know. I was thinking. I was telling my boyfriend I want to get the Note 8.
No, you don't want to get the Note 8. You switched over to the damn iPhone because your family has iPhones. Now you're gonna switch over to the Note 8? You can't do that to me. You play with my emotions too much.
Sorry.
My gosh. Well, I don't think you're gonna get. I don't think you're gonna get the Note 8. You just get to stick with the iPhone. Because if you get the Note 8, you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna buy that phone, and then you're gonna go to you're gonna say I love it, and then a week later you're gonna say I hate it. I returned it, and you're gonna break my heart.
Yeah.
I can't deal with that. It makes me weep.
I already bought some ringtones that my parents got for my birthday. I recently turned 32.
32. Oh my God! Happy birthday! You're still a you're still a baby. You're still a baby.
Yep, I'm still. I just recently turned 32, and I already finished up all my ISIS gift card money.
Did you say ISIS gift card money?
Yeah, I bought the gift. My parents got me the iTunes gift card, the $30 worth. For my birthday gift. So I already used all of that up because I bought some ringtones.
So what kind of ringtones did you buy?
I got like the song by Ed Sheeran, Thinking Out Loud.
Okay.
And I got even the one song by Bruno Mars, Versace on the Floor.
Versace on the floor.
That's my boyfriend's ringtone. When he texts me, it's Versace on the Floor.
Oh my
but
God.
when he calls, it's the song by Ed Sheeran.
What about when I call?
Oh, I didn't add you yet.
Oh my God. You really don't care. Hey, so, you got anything?
Yes,
I know you care. I'm just joking. You didn't get a GregglesTV shirt though.
I know. I need to.
Make sure you get one. Hey, do you got anything else though? Because I'm running late in the show.
No, but I'll let you go.
All right.
So you can accept the next caller.
Thank you. I'll talk to you soon. Don't get a Note 8. Get an iPhone 8, okay?
Yeah,
all right.
But there's no rose gold. Suck.
That's all right. You can paint it rose gold. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
All right. Greggles.
All right, bye. It sounded like she was saying ISIS gift card. Am I right on that one or no? I don't know what she was saying. 404 is next. I think it's Armandale. I forget. Let me read his name. Arendelle. Duh. Arendelle.
Hello.
Hey, Arendelle. How's it going?
What's going on, Greg?
What's on your mind?
Yeah, man, I've got some questions about the Note 8.
Yeah. What state are you in again? Or are you in Canada? I forget.
I'm in no. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I was saying. I thought I heard like a Canadian accent. I don't know why.
No, but so I know that they're coming out in Korean only market, but I've never bought a Korean market phone and used it in the U.S., and so I don't know any of the externalities or anything like that. So I didn't know if it was going to work or perform properly, if I was going to have some issues, performance issues.
Who's your carrier?
Wi-Fi issues. I'm AT&T.
So I don't know if you'll definitely be able to connect to the AT&T network. The only issue you might have is it might not. You're going to run into two issues. You won't be able to use Samsung Pay, which if you use it, most likely you won't be able to. So, and then the other thing is you might not be able to connect to LTE, but you could connect to their like 4G network. Do you know what that is? Like I forget what
Yeah,
HSPA. So, but
They're probably not worth it.
But I could be wrong. So if it just depends on the radios that it has. So if you can find when that phone is released or talked about, if you can find some information on what radios it has, and then look at the LTE radios that AT&T uses, if they match up, then you're safe. If they don't, then you won't be. I mean, like I said, you'll definitely be able to connect. You just won't be on LTE. Wi-Fi will definitely work fine. Don't have any issues with that. Setting up the phone in the beginning, you might have an issue of like trying to figure out how to change it to English, because it'll probably be in Korean. I don't know. Other than that, I mean, what do you want it for? Because it has more storage.
More storage. I mean, I know it's expandable. I think that when I had the Note 7, I threw in a 256 in there, and I think that it was my first time experiencing it. And I think it prompts you whether you want it to set up as internal or not.
Yeah.
And I chose not by accident.
Okay.
And so accessing photos was a nightmare. I had some of the photos were on internal and some were on external, and I just didn't want to go through that again. But that could probably be avoided just by the way I had originally set it up.
Yeah, like I said, I can't tell you yes or no. I would guess the two issues are going to run into the ones I mentioned earlier, but maybe not. It just depends on if it has all the radios. Like, I know that the phone that they have now, the Samsung, the Note, the S8s that are out right now, those do have all the radios. So you might be fine. Again, I don't know. But definitely I would only use it. I think you said you have AT&T, so AT&T or T-Mobile. Because if you end up switching carriers, like, it probably wouldn't work on Sprint or Verizon. It might, but it might not. You definitely have a better chance of having it work on T-Mobile and AT&T.
Sure. And my next question is, I literally had the Note 7 for maybe a month before I had to give it up. And when I bought it, it came with 64 gigs. And so when I did the trade-in program, they didn't give me a 64 S7 Edge. They gave me a 32. So I kind of felt like I got ripped off there from Best Buy, and by the time I found out, it was too late, I think, to return it. And but they're supposed to have a trade. There was discussion from Samsung about having a trade-in policy for those giving a special on the Note 8 once it comes out for those people that bought the Note 7, but by this time, I've gotten rid of that Edge on iPhone now, and I hate it. Can't wait till I get the Note 8. So do you know if there's going to be any sort of special programs or? I don't think
I don't. For those people? I don't know, but I do not think they're going to have any special programs. Their special program was when you returned the phone, you got whatever, $25 or $100 if you got another Samsung phone or something like that. They're not going to do it. And plus, logistically, it's like, they personally would have to pay every carrier to say, hey, look back in your records. If this person had a Samsung phone and they're buying a Note 8 this time, and they had a Note 7, blah blah blah, it would have to be incentive wise for the carrier to work on it as well. But it's too much of a hassle. I mean, I guess they could look it up with like Samsung accounts. But then that leaves people out that didn't use Samsung accounts but had the Note 7, so that would cause a lawsuit. So it's like, they're not going to do it. There's not going to be anything. Yeah, it's too much. So.
All right. Well, cool.
Cool, man.
Appreciate it.
All right, man. I appreciate the call. Definitely calling again.
All right. Thanks, brother.
All right, later, brother. Thanks. Arendelle. That's a different name, huh? Someone's asking me, Chris Harrison, have you heard anything concerning a discount for those? Chris, I just answered that, so hopefully that answered your question. If you were listening to my call, the guy just asked the same question. Arendelle. Who's this? What's this guy's name? 25 karat thicken in the air. 956. It's Mario. Mario.
What's going on, man?
Greg. Hey, man, not to be a jerk, if you could keep it to like 2 or 3 minutes, because I want to get to another couple calls and then I have to get my hair cut because I have an appointment for it. What's going on?
Okay, no, are you still live right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, no, I had a quick issue with the OnePlus 3T that I just got like a couple months ago.
What's wrong?
I don't know if you ever had the chance to get one of those, but I mean, they usually come with the screen protector already installed out of the box, right?
Yeah.
It's like a little plastic, like cheap one. Anyways, I took it out like a couple days ago, and I noticed that under the actual glass of the display is some sort of like bubbling. It's like if I had a tempered glass on there and I've caught some dust under there, but like I don't have anything on the screen right now, so it's just a little crazy. But I contacted OnePlus and they're like, well, you're still under warranty because it's just still under the year. So all I gotta do is send it in and see if they can fix it. But just wanted to see if anybody else was experiencing that, or have you ever heard of anybody experiencing that issue?
So did you say it's you said it's dust, right? Dust under the glass?
It's kind of like it's like if I got a glass screen protector and I put it on my phone and I just got like some dust under there, but I'm not using a screen protector right now.
Yeah.
And it's like, I guess it's like under the actual display of the 3T.
So it probably is. It's probably during the manufacturing of the phone. If I had to guess, maybe I'm wrong, but the manufacturing of the phone, that's probably when it happened. So yeah, you're most likely gonna have to return it. But if you return it, do you have a backup phone?
I've dug up like a old iPhone 5S.
Oh,
so
that's
I'll probably
perfect.
be using that.
That's fine then. I mean that's still a solid phone. That you'll be fine and plus you'll have iMessage and FaceTime for like a week.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I just have like a Samsung Gear S3 and whatnot, so I'm just gonna be throwing off a bit.
That won't work for sure.
Yeah,
man. You got anything else real quick?
Do for a couple weeks. No, man, just that. It was just a freak thing that I hadn't heard about before. And
I mean, I've heard about it with other people, not that specific phone, but I know it does happen sometimes because of manufacturing. It's made by a robot, but then humans are touching the phone. But they wear gloves and they go through dust-proof rooms before they get into the actual factory. But I mean, it's unfortunately we're humans and there's mistakes, so it's probably what happened.
Right.
Cool, man. Well, sorry I can't talk longer. I appreciate the call, though, man.
It's cool, man.
All right, dude.
Well, thank
you.
Good
luck
for
with
calling.
your phone.
Thank you. Alrighty.
All right, bye.
Yeah.
Thank you for the call. This guy's next. Dude, 4K 60 frames per second, Charlie. I think that's going to be on the Note 8. I used the Tab S3 or whatever the newest Samsung tablet is, the good one. Hey, what's going on, man? It's Greggles.
Hey, not much.
We're live on the show, dude. Hey, if you can keep it quick, because I got to go somewhere soon. But what did you want to talk about real quick?
Hey, man, you guys do more videos on Cody. That's how I came to your channel.
Oh, man, I do. Yeah, so like I'll be doing a review. It's not so I'm going to do a review on some IPTV stuff. IPTV stuff like paid IPTV subscriptions. I'm gonna have a couple of videos on that probably this week coming up.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I'm getting into that stuff right now.
Video.
What's that?
Yeah, your video was pretty good. Your video was pretty good on that. So I did a monthly subscription.
Yeah. Oh, did you sign up to one?
Yeah, I signed up for one because I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah.
Which one did you sign up for?
Which payment plans do you mean?
No, which IPTV service?
I think it's like $12 a month. I'm not sure.
No. Which one? Which company?
Fab. Is it Fab?
Oh, Fab. Okay, yeah. It's fun. That's the first one. That's the first one I signed up for. But the one I like the best, the one that's the fastest that I've tried so far, is but it uses an APK. It doesn't use Kodi. It's Set TV Now.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's $20 a month, 500 channels. You get 3 devices you can watch at one time. Really? Yeah, I'm gonna do a video on that. I'm gonna try for this week on that one. But that's my absolute favorite. It's the most reliable. It's the fastest. and it works really good.
One last question. I know you have to go.
Yeah.
So does that service, does it have international channels?
Yes, it has. Actually, has Filipino channels, which is interesting for me because my wife is Filipino and her parents only have cable for the Filipino channels, and this one actually has the Filipino channels. So I actually signed them up for it, and they're using that. They're using that. But yeah, it has UK, Spanish.
Oh.
Has everything.
Yeah, keep up the good work on Cody, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks. Yeah, for sure.
I like those, man.
Cool, man.
Anyway,
Appreciate it.
I'll let you go.
All right, later, brother. Thanks.
Bye.
Awesome. Whoa, I'm like coughing like a madman. What do I think about the iPhone 8? I think it's boring, but it's a step in the right direction. All right. I called him. Do I have time to call everybody else? No, he doesn't want to know. Who is this? I don't know if I'm ready for a conspiracy theory. I don't know if I have time for... Who is this? Is that Chancer? I forget. Check out the screen at the bottom. It's bad. What am I doing? I don't know what that is. All right. I give Chance... Chance can be the... a caller, and then I'll wrap this thing up. I think Chance is a long caller, though. I can't remember. Boop. Doo-doo.
What?
Chance.
What?
Not Chance. Who is this? It's Greg.
Oh, what's up, man?
What's up? What's your first name again?
Calling back or what?
What's your first name?
Huh?
What's your first name again?
Mario?
Mario. I don't. Did I call you? We already spoke, right? Or no? No, I called you. You didn't pick up, right?
No, we just talked about the OnePlus. The
I'm
issue
sorry,
with the
man.
bubbling.
Your phone number came up again. I'm sorry, brother. Thanks. Sorry to bother you.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right.
All right, 816. He's last. I don't know why I said Chance. I really got to put people's names in here. My wife keeps telling me to do that. I don't do it. 25 carat.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Dude, you're wrapping up the show, dude. I'm going to give you... You're wrapping up the show. I'm going to give you 3 minutes. Go. Go, 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 go.
All right. I'll make it super quick. Okay, number one, I have a conspiracy theory about the Note 8 fingerprint reader. I know we all know it's going to be delayed, but here's my possible theory as to why they could have possibly delayed it outside of technology. Okay, we all know how Samsung is for security, right?
Yep.
You know, they have their business stuff, and we know how the facial unlock isn't very secure, and how the iris scanner was recently fooled by someone putting contacts on a photo, right?
Right.
Well, my prediction is that they didn't want to put the fingerprint reader underneath the screen on the Note 8, regardless of technology, because it could be a security risk, because someone could easily wipe your screen for fingerprints and try to use that to unlock your phone. Boom.
Okay. I like it, but I don't know if... Okay.
Well, what are your thoughts on that? Super quick.
Thoughts on it are that it's probably not why, if I had to guess. I think it's just the technology probably isn't ready for mass consumption because it's not perfect yet.
Well, no, I know that, but I'm just saying like a possible reason on top of it. I'm just, you know, I have my tinfoil hat on.
Yeah, I mean, sure. If there's any kind of way to get around it, I agree. But I mean, how many people know how to pull off a fingerprint from a screen, you know? I don't. Do you know how to do it?
Oh, you never... Well, I have a friend who... Okay, I don't want to get killed. Don't tell information.
Don't give away any secrets about your friend. Go ahead. What else you got?
Yeah, I won't. Okay, so I said that there was a Note 7 related thing. I actually just got, now this is, I promise this is interesting. Okay, well, it might not be. You know, have you ever heard of Zach Cernock or the Note 7 Rebels?
No.
No. Okay. Well, basically, like there was this group, and they're basically like there to like be technical support for people who wanted to keep their Note 7s, right? And I actually just got off an interview. Well, it's not finished yet, but I'm going to be editing and uploading it soon, where I did an interview with Zach Cernoff, which he is like one of the main leaders of like this whole like idea. He still has his Note 7. He still uses it, and he's been able to like block all the updates and everything and keep it from being bricked. So he's still using it 100% fine. And, you know, I basically just did an interview with him, like, to be like, oh, what's it like having this? What's it like we're helping other people with this, blah, 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 blah. It's really interesting. So, you know, what are your thoughts on that, on, like, someone who's, on, like, helping people to keep using their Note 7s?
I think it's great if they want to use it. And if there's a will, there's a way with technology. There's always a way to circumvent something. So I'm fine with that kind of hacking. I think it's perfectly fine.
Yeah. Do you think that if you had, I'm not really sure if you thought about this, but do you think that if this option had been given to you, do you think you would have kept your Note 7?
No. I don't, because you know why? Because I didn't love my Note 7. My Note 7 was really laggy. I had reset it like 3 or 4 times. It was like it was so weird. Like even one night I was out with Initial Focus, who I used to make some videos with. And we were hanging out. He was in town from Ohio. We were in Los Angeles, and creating, like, just recording a video. It was literally locking up on me, and I don't get it. It was a turnoff. So,
was it an original or a replacement?
Original.
Mm.
Maybe it was a replacement. Actually. No, maybe it was a replacement. I don't know, but either way, I had the same issue with both phones.
The safest Note 7 ever.
Yep.
Do you want to be safe?
Exactly. At least you remember the video.
That was my first video I ever watched of you. Like I found that like a few months ago, and I was like, "Holy crap, this guy is hilarious."
All right, man. I'm gonna go get my haircut, dude.
So, okay, let's go.
Right.
So I will maybe talk to you in the future. Peace.
Peace. He's a funny kid. All right, sorry I coughed right there. Thank you so much, guys. If you want to grab a t-shirt, rep that shit, guys. I haven't had any t-shirt sales in a bit here, like a week. And if you guys rock a t-shirt, send me your picture. I'll post it on my social media. I'll post it on my daily news video so people know that you're rocking with the GTV. Other than that, guys, Patreon, support the show, guys, in a fantastic way. And it can help support some of my haircuts that I need. Thanks so much, guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And I'll have this show up on demand in a little bit here, probably after my haircut. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.